All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Memorial Stadium in West Milton, Ohio for tonight's preseason scrimmage between the Brookville Blue Devils and the Milton Union Bulldogs. I'm here with Andy Grudich and Scott Seaman. My name is Brett Barnes. We could not be more excited about bringing you play-by-play for tonight's game. Milton Union head coach Brett Pierce is very excited to roll out his Bulldogs and let them begin to gel in a preseason full-contact matchup with a solid Brookville team. The Blue Devils come into tonight's game coming off a 27-2 record, finishing 4-1 in second place in the SWBL West Division. They will represent a solid, hard-hitting test for the Bulldogs. Last year, the Blue Devils averaged over 27 points a game while holding their opponents to just over 10. They will bring a great test for the Bulldogs on both sides of the ball tonight. Let's talk a little bit about the Bulldogs, Scott.
All righty, thanks, Brett. Sonny Fuchs reports in Press Pros magazine, and in West Milton, the focus is on the size of the dog in the fight. The Bulldogs come into this season loaded to make a run for a conference championship in the newly reprised Three Rivers Conference. Milton exits the Southwestern Buckeye League after finishing last year's season at 7-3, 5-1 in the league, finishing in second place. This year brings a new conference and a team loaded with talent, size, and hunger to return the Bulldogs to football relevance in Miami County. It was not that many years ago that the Bulldogs were known for being a hard-nosed and physical team, one that their opponents remembered playing for years afterward. 2021 is going to be the year Coach Pierce wakes up the echoes from the glory days of Watt Farrar at Milton, and he has the team to make it happen this year. Milton has size with players like defensive end Connor Yates at 6'3", 225, lineman Ethan Lane at 6'4", 250, Jake Brown at 6'4", 235. They got power and speed and skill positions with Blake Newmeyer, who rushed for over 1,100 yards in 2020, and Blake Broomball, one of the area's most heralded athletes. And the Bulldogs have depth at every position. Andy, let's talk about Broomball for a moment.
Well, Broomball is back to receive. We're going to watch the Brookville kickoff here.
Kickoff will be by number 6, Gabe King.
And Broomball is very athletic. One of the leading rushers for the Bulldogs last year with Newmeyer.
We are underway from the stadium. It is going to be Broomball from about the 10-yard line, 15, 20, 25, and he's hit and drags people forward to the 30-yard line where the Bulldogs will start first and
nice
10.
Run by Broomball. Gets us out to the 30. He is probably the most athletic player on the Bulldog squad. He can do it all. He's excellent vertical. He's fast and just very athletic with great hands.
Nate Mortar will start under center for the Bulldogs, actually in the pistol formation with Blake Newmeyer to his left. 2 wide receivers and 1 slot. We got a quick pass. That's number 19, Cooper Brown, who makes the catch for a gain of 7.
Nice pickup by the Bulldogs there. Good to get Mortar a quick throw, build a little confidence for him.
Brett will give you a quick rundown on the offensive starters for the Bulldogs. Number 4 is Nate Mortar at quarterback. 8 is Blake Broomball, wide receiver. 19, Cooper Brown, wide receiver. 43, Blake Newmeyer at running back. 38 is Michael Elam at running back. 57, Zeb Hines on the offensive line. 53, Jesse Kurtz. 67, Trevor Brenzina. 72, Nick Walters. 73, Ethan Lane. 85, Cooper Yates at tight end.
Hand off to Newmeyer's hit immediately.
And they were ready for that. They were ready for that.
Tackled by Dylan Starnes. No gain. It'll be 3rd down and approximately 3.
I think they were ready for that play.
The offensive size on the line is going to be key this year, I think, for the Bulldogs.
And Jake Brown is out for tonight's game, so.
But they are large up front. 3rd and 4 from the 36-yard line. There's a handoff to number 38, who's broken a tackle, and he's free. It's Michael Elam. 20, 10, touchdown. Well, they had him in the backfield, and he made a man miss. We've got a late flag now back at the 18-yard line, so let's hold up a moment.
Is that a clip?
Well, that was a great run by Elam. He broke those 2 tackles at the point of attack and raced 65 yards down the sidelines. Let's hope that this doesn't get called back for a penalty on the Bulldogs.
Elam definitely has the breakaway speed, coming off an injury last year, so it's good to see him look strong.
Maybe he's low to the ground, and he showed great power through that first tackle. It's a dead ball foul. Touchdown will count for Milton Union, and it's a personal foul that will be on the kickoff. So the touchdown is good. And here's Mason Grudich, an addition from the soccer team who is kicking this year. I know Andy's got a little dog in the fight here.
Dad just wants him to make it.
Snaps good, holds good, kicks up.
Nice.
Good. And it is 7-0 Bulldogs.
Well, I guess he gets a ride home today. He's not walking. He's not walking. Or he hasn't kicked off yet. So we'll see what happens.
What's the drive statistics on that one, Scott?
3 plays, 70 yards, with Elam running 65 for the TD. A great way to start for the Bulldogs. They had 1 pass complete for 6 yards, but really the story of that drive was Elam's run. He got that done on his own. He broke 2 tackles right on the defensive line and just outran his opponent. And there's missed tackles on Brookville. I'm sure they're going to talk about that at the half.
Yeah, they had Elam in the background or in the backfield, and he broke it.
And it
The
looks
weight
like
room paid off for him.
the penalty was on Brookville. We've got a little bit of confusion here as to where this kick's going to be from.
Was the penalty on us, or was the penalty on the penalty? Must have been on Brookville.
It looks like Brookville late for the personal foul, or an unsportsmanlike conduct, I guess was the call. And so Mason will get to kick from the 45-yard line on the Brookville side of the field.
I thought the foul was on us.
As did I.
Apparently it was on Brookville.
Well, let's see if he can get it out of the end zone.
It's always interesting to think about onside kick here when you get that 15 yards too.
Yeah, that would be a great call, but let's save that for the real
you.
deal.
Mason's hit it pretty well, and it's going to land in the
Nice.
end zone.
Well, he feels good about
I
that.
think he's off to a pretty good start, Coach.
Kind of helps when you go up 15 yards.
There you go.
But still, put it in the end zone.
Let's get a quick rundown of
Little
the
confidence for him.
Bulldog starters on defense. Number 5 is Matt Pickrell. At defensive back 7, Andrew Collins at defensive back. Number 8, Blake Broomball at defensive back. Number 20, Peyton Nichols. 22, Karis Thwats. 38, Thwaites. Sorry, I'll get it. Number 38, Michael Elam. 57, Zeb Hines. 64, Cotton Holgren. 73, Ethan Lane. 85, Connor Yates. And 43, Blake Newmeyer.
Zach Shore, the quarterback
Nice
for
hit.
Brookville, and he
Nice hit
hands
by
to
Broomball.
Tim Davis, who gains 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 21-yard line.
And also Johnny Broomball, Blake's father, Milton Union Hall of Fame member, birthday today. JB's 51 today.
Shore in the pistol, he's got it, he's going to keep it. He's going to run left, and he's going to gain about 4, which will make it 3rd down and 4 from the 26-yard line.
Similar situation that the Bulldogs faced on 3rd down. Let's see what Brookville's got for them.
Sure, Coach Antonides will like a 3 and out here on the first series.
Coach Tim Antonides back after some years off. Shore's under center. Davis. It's a pass, and it's lofted to number 32, who drops the football. That was Grady Lamb, who dropped it.
Might have heard a few footsteps. Heard a few footsteps.
And so Brookville's going to have to punt on 4th and 4. Good defensive stand by Milton.
Yeah, that's the 3-and-out you were looking for.
Coach Antonis is happy with that.
So Broomball's going to get a chance to receive this ball somewhere close to his own 40, 38-yard line. The way he ran back that opening kickoff, this could be exciting.
Broomball's got the speed, and he's got the moves to go with it.
And every time he touched the ball last season, it was a potential touchdown. I couldn't agree more.
So it looks like we could be setting up a return.
It's a low line drive kick, and
probably not going to touch that.
no, that's going to roll down to about the 42-yard line, where the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10. And I don't think Coach Pierce could ask for a better start to what has happened here in this preseason scrimmage.
Score a touchdown on your 3rd play and get a 3-and-out.
And so many times these are choppy games because of, you know, just lack of practice time, and with the OHSAA moving up the start date to next week on the 20th, they're running out of time to get live reps. So this is a good thing.
Yeah, get the kinks out, get your plays in. Trying to get everything running smooth.
We've got to change at quarterback. That's actually number 5 taking the snaps here for Milton. 1st and 10. He's going to keep it. He's going to roll. He's going to pass. He's got
Nice
Cooper
catch by
Brown.
Cooper.
And Cooper's got about 10 yards with the flag on the
there's a
play.
flag on the play.
And we've got a hold on the interior line of Milton Union, so that play will come back. And in high school football, the rule simply is from the spot of the foul instead of from the line of scrimmage, so that actually will make it 1st and about 21 after the mark off.
Junior Matt Pickrell. Looks like he's taken this series. Mortar had the first series. Looks like maybe Coach Pierce has got alternate series with these guys.
Well, the Bulldogs have a young team. They've just got 8 seniors and 18 juniors, 9 returning starters on defense, but the offense is probably working some kinks out early on.
And they're missing Jake Brown tonight, too.
Talked to a number of coaches who have the same concerns with, you know, depth and injury. Pickrell back to throw. It's a screen pass, but he's got problems. He's going to run the football, and he's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 27 after a major holding penalty.
This may be a good time to come back to that crossing pattern that they just hit on that 1st down play. Something to pick up at least half this distance on this 2nd down.
Try to get the ball into Broomball's hands here at some point. I don't think he's touched it yet, except on the kickoff.
2nd and 26. Back to pass. Pickrell's going to lob it
You
up.
called it all.
And we've got a collision and incidental contact.
Through the jump ball. Through the jump ball for Broomball. He got tangled up there.
So 3rd and 26 for Milton. Anybody got a play for 3rd and 26?
I think this might be
Hand it, punt.
nothing silly and punt and play some defense.
7:37 left if you're just joining us. It's 7 other Milton Union who scored in 3 plays on their first drive. Pickrell and shotgun. Drops the throw, quick slant, and it was almost intercepted.
Punt time.
He tried to hit Elam and threw it behind him, and that could have turned into a disaster really
That
quick.
could have been ugly.
That was Austin Lackey, number 33, in position to make that play for the Blue Devils. So 4th and 26. Broomball to punt.
Yeah, sorry, Brett. Broomball back to punt. Had a pretty good year punting the ball last year.
He did. High snap. We've got a flag. and a false start.
Five-yard penalty. False start. Backs the Bulldogs up to almost the 20.
Another good snap. Broomball's got it, and he lets it go. It's a wobbly kick. It's going to hit about the 47 and check up right there at the 49-yard line, where Brookville will take over in Milton Union territory. 1st and 10 from the 49.
Didn't quite get all that one. By the way, we're going to throw a trivia question out here soon. Once again, courtesy of Doc Gann, I have Bulldog football trivia.
How many do you have tonight, Coach?
And I got 4 questions, so.
Because our last game you had 9, and it was crazy.
Yeah, I'm just getting Doc's just getting warmed up. He's just getting warmed
He'll get
up.
it going.
He's just getting his feet wet with
We'll
4.
get you 1 a quarter, right? It'll be good.
He's getting his feet wet with 4, and I texted him about 1 o'clock today.
Ah, there you go.
That was kind of off the cuff for
It
him.
looks like we're going to have a
Hey,
timeout
all right.
for
Hey, you know
a
what they
heat
say-
break.
You know what they say? Life's all about timing. So here we go, trivia. Trivia question. Trivia question number 1. What kicker holds the record for the 3 longest field goals in Milton Union history? And the choices are Nick Fields, Stephen G., or Ryan Allen. And on a side note, 2 of these guys played soccer for me.
All right, Scott, tell us a little bit about yourself. Welcome to the booth.
Hey, thanks. This is a long time ago. I did this calling games, and it's just a great opportunity to come back and work with you guys and see Milton. I played out here in 1977. In fact, I have a little trivia that is more of a factoid than a trivia. The last time Milton had 8 seniors and a loaded junior class was the 77 season. Does anybody know what happened in 1977 and 1978? I'll let you know. That senior class went 10-0. The next class went 10-0. And the next class had a loss but won the SWBL.
Yeah, we've
3
got
straight championships.
3 conference
Nice little
championships
run there.
posted on the board there at the on the Memorial Stadium scoreboard at the bottom. I was looking at it.
So I'm the senior
Welcome.
speaker here in
Welcome
the booth.
back. Short hands to Lamb, who gains 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Wow.
Coaches won't be happy about that.
That
push.
is a push and a first down for the Blue Devils. Grady Lamb.
By the way, the answer to the trivia question is Ryan Allen. Ryan Allen has the 3 longest field goals. That is 48, 44, and 44.
Whoa. Wow.
Those are some big-time kicks.
There's old
Also
school.
first
Look
team
at that
All-League soccer player.
T formation they lined up in.
And very effective as it gains about 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Again, that was Grady Lamb.
That was a big hole, and nobody touched him until he was 3 yards in.
So talk about old school. Line up in a T formation and come right at you.
Little smash mouth.
Well, this is how a team can set the tone for a game. I mean, they're winning the line of scrimmage right now, and the Bulldogs need to step it up right here and make a stop.
Short hands 7 on a counter, and that is going to be Tim Davis, who gets all the way to the 10-yard line. A gain of about 17, and that's a first down. It looks to be 1st and goal for the Blue Devils, who have taken over on this drive.
Another big chunk.
So let's see if they stay in this this run formation. It looks like the wing T here, but might as well keep doing what's working for you.
That's Lamb again, and a huge hole all the way down to about the 1-yard line, a gain of 9. And
Again, he got 2 or 3 yards before somebody touched him.
That makes it 2nd down and goal from the 1. .533 left on the stadium scoreboard here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Milton Union, but the Devils are ready to strike. Seth Hoover split way wide. Makes it 10 on 10. Oh, there's a hit. That's number 20.
Nice play there by Peyton Nichols,
who stopped him short of the goal line, making it 3rd down and goal from the half-yard line.
Nice stick by Peyton. See if they can get another stop here.
Power formation again. Shore. Hands and touchdown. Peyton hit him again, but just a little late, and that's a touchdown by Grady Lamb, who had a big hand in that drive. It's 7-6.
A lot of power football right there. Not one pass.
Yeah, Lamb was a workhorse there. 4 carries and 30 yards in a 49-yard drive for the Blue Devils.
Gabe King's going to try to tie it here for Brookville. Zach Shore to hold. Snaps good, holds good, kicks good. It's 7-7. Great drive by Brookville.
Just like that, we're tied up.
That was a very impressive drive. 49 yards, running the ball, and really in between the tackles. That was old school football, and they took our defense to task right there.
Everything, I think they had the one sweep, and besides that, everything was, like you said, between the tackles. Just straight power football.
So let's see if Milton can now answer that. Our previous drive was peppered with penalties and negative yards and a punt after that opening 3-play, 65-yard touchdown run. I'd like to see us put together a nice 8-play drive of our own and take some of the wind out of the sails of the Blue Devils.
And we'll probably imagine we'll see Mortar come back in for this series. Looks like they might be alternating series.
I didn't get a chance to talk to Coach about it, but that's a great idea because both players bring strengths in different ways and just an ability to see how that's going to play out as the season progresses.
Let the competition play out on the field.
Absolutely.
And we got Broomball and Pickrell back to receive.
King's got it in the air, and it's Broomball at the 7, 10, 20, cuts up, and he's hit the 21-yard line. Tackled by number 10, Corey Davis. And Milton will start 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
See if we can string some plays together here. And it looks like it's Mortar coming in.
And they have Pickrell on the field, so they're both on the field at the same time.
So
very versatile, Matt is.
Mortar will run this series.
Let's see if Newmeyer gets a few carries here. Snap, pitch, it's a Broomball. And he's hit at the 20, 22, and down he goes. So a gain of about 1, maybe 2, 2nd down, 9.
Took a little bit of a shot there.
Yes, he did.
He's up and moving. You got me, guys. 7-7, 4 minutes left, first quarter here in a preseason scrimmage. Great to be on air with you tonight. Mortar's got the snap. It's a quick out to Pickrell. He bounced it to him. That'll be incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9 from the 22-yard line.
Needed that one. Yeah, well, I think we're fortunate the rain held off tonight. I wasn't sure we were going to get this
I
in.
don't know if you're speaking too soon, Coach.
Yeah.
I know how this works. It's been quite a golf week.
I bet. I bet. Get to play the Thunder game.
Was that thunder? I think that was a train.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
That was an empty dump truck.
Just keep
driving
playing.
by. No, that's not what you would do.
We wouldn't do that,
That's
no.
right.
Never. 3rd down, 9. Big play for the Bulldogs trying to sustain a drive after a 3-and-out last time. Mortar throws, and it's down and away from Elam and incomplete, bringing up 4th down and 9.
Going to give Brookville good field position again.
And we got to give their defense credit. That's 2 3-and-outs. One was, probably our own fault with penalties. But that time, Brookville matched up well with our spread offense. They met Broomball at the point of attack. They showed good team speed and good closure. I mean, there are a lot of blue shirts on that run that Broomball made. And then the passing game, they're keeping everything in front of them and inside the first down marker. And kudos to their defense.
Snap to Broomball, a better kick. It's
better
going to be
punt from
taken
Broomball.
at the 48-yard line, and he will be dropped at the 41. That was number 7, Tim Davis, with the return. But again, Brookville will start in Milton Union territory.
Nichols and Foose on the tackle there.
Yeah, great field position for the Blue Devils. Once again, let's see if they stick with that power offense and try to attack straight at the Bulldog defense.
And let's see what kind of adjustments we make on the defensive
Correct.
side.
See if they're going to, I'm sure they're going to keep with the power.
Shore under center, 1st and 10. Brookville. Oh, a fumble picked up by number 60.
So that looked like the old fumble
I was just
rooski.
going to say it looked like a fumble Rooski, but that was an accidental.
Where's Nebraska?
Fumble Rooski.
That's actually a new quarterback in for Brookville. It's number 9, Keegan Meir.
Okay, big play here for the Bulldog defense. See if they can get him into 3rd and long.
2nd down and 9. Single back. Meir under center. Takes the snap.
Nice,
Number
right up the middle.
33.
Little misdirection.
That's Austin Lackey.
Another big chunk of yardage.
A 1st down for the
Who's a ball carrier on that?
Austin Lackey, number
Lackey.
33. He's a sophomore, 5'8", 160 pounds. Looks like Brookville's going with a second group here on this possession. Lackey and Davis in the backfield. That's Davis on the counter. And he gets about 6. And they are chewing up yardage.
They're getting big chunks.
2nd down and 4 after a gain of 6.
Need the defense to make a play here.
Clock running, 1:55 to go here in the first quarter. It's 7-all. Brookville's driving, and they're at the 20-yard line. 2nd down and about 5.
We talked about the size of the Bulldogs, but that Brookville offensive line is not lacking for size either.
There's some beef up there.
Meir rolls out. He's in trouble. Makes a man miss, and he finds number 33 who cuts up. 5, touchdown. And Keegan Meir made a man miss, and that gave him the time that he needed to complete a touchdown pass to number 33, Austin Lackey.
Thought we had him in the backfield, and kid made a nice play to avoid the rush. Threw a nice ball.
He did, kept his poise, found his receiver down the field, and then a broken tackle later, and he's in the end zone.
So it's 13-7 Brookville, and they've answered Milton Union's opening touchdown with 2 consecutive scores on 2 consecutive drives. Number 6, Gabe King, is going to try to make it a 14-7 game. Snap's good, and the kick is good, and it's 14-7 Brookville, who's taken over the football game.
2 impressive drives by Brookville, eating up chunks of yardage. See if the Bulldogs can answer here.
Yeah, so twice they had possessions that began in Melton territory, and twice they've converted with big chunks of yardage. The first touchdown was a lot of in-your-face running, and this one, last possession, was a little more misdirection, and then the touchdown pass with a great move by the quarterback to avoid pressure. You know, it's a hot one tonight, and you watch these guys up front. Their hands are on their hips. They've got to be feeling that heat. Of course, it goes both ways. It's just hotter when you're playing on your back feet.
Quick shout out to Barnes' family up in Maine watching tonight. I know we got the Esslers down in Georgia watching the game with us tonight. We got Bulldogs all over the country watching on YouTube tonight.
Yeah, that'd be my in-laws up in Bath, Maine, watching this one.
There you go. Black Bear country.
Black Bear country.
Broomball and Pickerel back once again to receive.
King toes the leather, and it's going to be Broomball at the 15, 20. Cuts upside, 25, plants, 30, and down at the 31-yard line. Good run by Broomball, but it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dogs at the 31-yard line.
Decent run by Broomball. Get the Dogs out to the 30. Let's see if we can string a few things together here.
It'll be interesting to see how Coach Pierce handles this possession. Will we go back and see Newmeyer, our strength from last year, be a ball carrier? Let's see if that offensive line can step it up and take back control of this game.
Pickerel under center, hands to Newmeyer, and that's a power run for about 6.
Nice run by Blake.
You got to like the choice of Coach Pierce. You get punched in the mouth, it's time to come right back at him. And let's see if he can stick on the ground game between the tackles and get after these Blue Devils.
And that's our identity. That's who we are.
Yeah, that's how Newmeyer had a lot of runs like that last year.
Yeah, 1,100-yard season. Let's see what he's got tonight on this drive. Inside trap.
Yeah, Newmeyer again, and just short of the first down, and he may have it.
Yeah,
it is a first down.
Yeah, he got it. Another nice run by Blake. Good to see the Bulldogs move the chains.
You know who did the inside trap the best, right? The 1970 Steelers. You know that. You got to know that.
The Chuck Knoll days?
That's correct. I'm a little biased.
Just a tiny bit.
But a good first down for Milton here as the clock runs to 20 seconds here in the quarter. Pickerel to roll. He looks like he has options. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be hit and dropped. And that's number 21 with a good play. And that's going to end the period. That was Dylan Starnes on the tackle for Brookville, the sack for a -6. It's going to be 2nd and 16, but the clock is going to run out on the first quarter of football with Brookville leading 14-7 here at the stadium.
Well, the Bulldogs started out strong, and Brookville's kind of exerted a little bit of control here at the end of the quarter.
Milton's going to enter a new conference, the Three Rivers Conference this year. It's represented by Milton, Covington, Miami East, Bethel, Lehman, Northridge, Riverside, and Troy Christian. Many of these teams are really close in proximity and should help fill the stadiums both here and at the other schools, and should see a huge interest as rivalries begin to develop within this new conference. You know, Coach Pierce mentioned in the article written today that he was excited for this new conference. He feels like it can create some rivalries because these kids are going to see each other and outside school at different events at the county fairs. They're going to know each other, and it'll create friendships that'll turn into rivalries on the field, and hopefully the same will hold true for the towns.
Well, I think we're all excited about the new league. We traveled a lot in the old league. It's going to be nice to play teams close. We're going to have much better attendance, not just home games and away games, and we know East and Bethel and all these guys are going to travel well, so we're going to have full gyms and full stadiums, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I know all the coaches at Milton are really looking forward to it, and Coach Lane, our AD, is excited about it.
Second period of action, Pickerel and shotgun. He's going to throw a quick slant that's caught by number 8, Broomball, for a gain of about 14 yards, and that was lightning to make it 3rd down and 2.
Nice catch by Broomball. Nice throw by Pickerel. Sets up a convertible 3rd down now.
So 3rd down and 2 from the 49-yard line. Just beginning the second quarter of play. 14-7 if you're just joining us. Brookville. Pickerel and shotgun. He's got it. He throws a quick out to Broomball. Oh. What a catch. Wow.
Nice catch.
I mean, the throw was behind him a little bit to the sideline, and he just found a way to catch that one. That was amazing.
That's a pretty athletic play right there. Not where he expected it. Laid out. Pulled it off the ground.
So 1st down Bulldogs at the 46 in plus territory.
So you watch this coverage down here on the bottom of the screen with Broomball, a single coverage.
That's Elam on a counter. It's going to be a -2. That's a tough matchup at the bottom, Scott, because Broomball can go by you, and it seems as if they could get like a 5-yard out anytime they want it.
Yep. I'd like to see them go after this guy again.
I agree. I think if that defender is going to sit off the line 7 to 9 yards, a quick audible, you get Broomball out in space with the ball. That's a foot race to the end zone.
So 2nd and 11 after the loss of 1. Pickerel takes the snap. He's going to look. There's the deep ball. Incomplete.
Thought he had it.
And no, we do not have the coach's plays in our headset, but we called that one.
We saw that one coming.
It's 3rd and 11. Just missed that one.
Well, you know, he went to that 3rd down play. Broomball catches the short pass. He pump fakes. He gets that defender to take one step forward, and Broomball had him beat. That ball drops in just a little closer, and that's a touchdown.
That's 6, yeah.
So it's early in the season. Let's see if we can convert this 3rd down.
3rd and 11. Blitz picked up. Pickerel in trouble. He throws it out to Elam, who makes the catch, but is hit immediately and dropped by number 32, Grady Lamb. And so it's going to be 4th and 7. And it looks like the punt team's going to come out here, and we're going to try to play field position.
Bulldogs did a much better job moving the ball that series.
Really just a couple of plays away from, making it a big-time series.
Just need to get the quarterbacks just need to relax a little bit when they're throwing the ball. They're a little nervous, understandable.
So ball back to punt, and it's a high snap. He's got it. And he got into that one. It's going to land at the 5, check up, and go into the end zone. First and 10, Brookville at the 20.
Okay, so the last 2 possessions, the Blue Devils have marched 49 and 47 yards and controlled the tempo and the line of scrimmage and put the ball in the end zone. This is a time where that Bulldog defense has got to step up and earn a 3 and out. We get good field position if we can hold them here. Now's the time to make a play.
Brookville's owned the line of scrimmage the last 2 possessions.
9:17 left in the quarter. It's 14-7 Brookville, first and 10. And they've gone back to Zach Shore at quarterback. Shore hands it to King, and another huge hole. I'm sorry, that's Tim Davis, a gain of 12. And the line of scrimmage is being dominated right now by the Blue.
Big chunk of yardage there.
So first and 10.
So the last thing you want to see is your secondary making tackles on a running play. We've got to play better with that front 7.
Inside handoff, that's number 32. Grady Lamb, who gains 10, and it's another first down.
First down.
2 plays, 2 first downs, and 22 yards.
Moving the chains.
First and 10, Brookville, 42-yard line. Power formation. Handed to number 7, who gains about 7. That's Tim Davis again.
Again, 5 yards before he got touched.
Just a power football. Second down, 3.
Well, if you like old school football, Brookville is serving it up right now. That is 2 tight ends and a I formation with a blocking back, if you will, and they're doing it again, and let's see if they come right at us once more.
They're power football.
Shore's got it, he fumbled it, he picked it up and fell forward for a yard. And that could have been disastrous, but Zach was able to pick that one up and fall on it. Third down and about 3 from the 49.
We get a chance here. Got another trivia question.
Trivia question number 2. I'm just looking around, looking at all the fans. It's missed that. It's great to see everybody.
Yeah, it's nice to see people in the stands.
3rd and 3. Big play for Milton. It's number 25 who cuts it up and gets about 9 yards and an easy first down. Owen Ashworth takes the football and moves it into Milton territory, where it'll be first down and 10 from the 44-yard line.
So that was a counter play out of that I formation, and it's just great call on the Brookville coaching staff. You know, they're controlling the point of attack, and then you run that quick counter back the other direction, and you caught us off guard.
Shore under center. He's got the snap. Drops the throw. It's going to go deep. It's a incomplete pass. And 21 has lost his helmet.
That was a duck.
Just hit a play.
That was a duck up there. I thought we were going to get it.
Well, it's not a bad call for Brookville. I mean, they're controlling the line of scrimmage, and they just thought they'd take a shot. It's 14-7. They've controlled this game outside of one 65-yard run. we've not shown a lot of offense. We've hit Broomball a couple of times. We missed him long, but no real momentum yet from the Bulldogs.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 44.
Reset the play clock.
Shore under center. Quick sweep to number 7. There's a flag on the play. He broke a tackle. He's at the 15, the 10. Tim Davis makes a great run, but it looks as if it's going to come back.
I think this is coming back
with a holding call.
Looks like a hold.
So that 2nd and 10 is going to now be about 2nd and 18 instead of 1st and goal from about the 10. Huge play.
Huge.
This could be a momentum shift that we need. You know, maybe having Brookville being their own worst enemy is going to help us, because we're not stopping them at the point of attack.
We need to stop. We need to stick here.
Yep.
2nd down, 19 from the 47. Shotgun. Shore's got it. He's going to look. He throws. It's incomplete.
Short hop.
Tried to hit Owen Ashworth on a slant. It just didn't quite get there. So now it's 3rd and 19.
Let's get a stop. Get the ball back. Plenty of time to go down and score.
We've got 5:49 left on the stadium scoreboard. 2nd quarter, Brookville 14, Milton Union 7. Shore's got the snap. He's going to hand to number 25. That's Owen Ashworth, brought down by number 7.
Andrew Collins, nice open field tackle by Andrew Collins.
For a gain of about
Now, if you're Brookville, are you going to punt?
8, and it looks as if they are going to punt, making it 4th down and 8. Gain of 11, 4th down and 8.
Very interesting call on Brookville on that 2nd down play after the penalty. They've controlled the line of scrimmage so well. I mean, they're taking, 10, 12, 15-yard runs, and then to go into that spread offense and try to throw a pass when they just ran another 12-yard run, 2 of those, and they got their yardage back. We needed a stop and got one.
And without that holding penalty, it might have been a different story.
And
Punt's going to check up about the 15-yard line, where it'll be down at the 17. 1st and 10, Milton Union from the 17-yard line.
Let's see if we can see some enthusiasm now come out
All
of
right,
this
here we
Bulldog
go.
offense.
Quick trivia question, and it's not going to be what you think. The answer. What is the largest first quarter deficit that Milton Union has ever recovered from to win a game? And it happened in 1982, ironically, versus Brookville. What is the largest deficit Milton Union has ever, first quarter deficit they've ever overcome to win a game?
I'll throw a guess out there.
1982 versus the Blue Devils.
I'll say 28, because here's why I'm guessing. 1982, 82 reverse, 28.
That was actually my guess when Doc was sending these to me. My guess was 28
And
points.
that's incorrect, obviously, with what you just said.
No, shockingly, the answer, 8 points.
Oh.
8 points. Milton has never recovered from a 9-point deficit at the end of the first quarter.
Ever?
Ever. Since 1908.
That's unbelievable.
I know. I was with you. I said 28 points, and it was 8, the most they've ever overcome.
So if we get down by 9 this year, we're just going to leave?
Yeah.
Is it over?
Yeah. Well, we're going to break the record this year, maybe.
I hope we can. That doesn't seem like a lot.
I know. Mortar's back in.
Yep, Mortar under center here, 1st and 10. Ball is actually placed at the 17-yard line. We've got a quick audible. Hand to Neumeier. Neumeier gets 4. Tackled by Sammy Daffler.
I've got him with 4 touches and 15 yards.
There will be nights he has 30.
Yeah, we could use Neumeier to get going a little bit here.
Yeah, I think so.
Get him some touches.
2nd down and 7. 4:30 left on the scoreboard. 2nd quarter.
Broomball's now lined up in a wingback position.
It's a quick
coming right at him.
to Elam. Breaks a tackle and is spun down about the 25-yard line. A gain of 4, making it 3rd down and 3. That opened up, and then it closed very quickly.
Yeah, we missed a block out there. He had some room to run.
So 3rd and 3 here in a key play late 2nd quarter.
Yeah, with 3:56 left in the half, this is one we need to convert and keep the ball away from Brookville.
Cooper Brown split out wide. It's going to be handed to Neumeier, 35, 37-yard line.
Another nice run by Blake.
And that's the power running game that we're looking for. 1st down, Milton.
Really good call by the Bulldogs there. Going back to their strength. So if we can go in and put this thing in the end zone before the half, we'll start fresh in the 3rd quarter.
Shotgun. Quick out. Cooper Brown, nice catch. 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
Actually, Coach, it's Ray Copeland. Oh, no, that was Cooper. My bad.
Ray Copeland's number 10. He's
Yeah.
in the football game, taking Cooper's spot.
Nice little pickup.
Gain of 7. Timeout, Milton Union. 2:58 on the clock.
Yeah, the clock's going to become our enemy a little bit here. 3 minutes. See what Coach Pierce has in his bag of tricks.
So as we mentioned, next week's the home opener, and that's against National Trail.
National Trail here. And just a little public announcement for Coach Lane, Athletic Director Mark Lane. Tickets, you can pay cash. You can buy them online. So you can do ticketless if you or paperless if you want to, or you can pay cash at the gate. And it is home next week versus National Trail. Non-league contest out of the CCC, but it's not the CCC anymore. It's the Western Ohio Athletic Conference. The CCC no longer exists.
So look for the Bulldogs to pick this up with Neumeier. I'd go right back to him and get this 2 yards, and that opens up your passing attack.
Then you can take a shot.
Good call. But it's a loss of 1.
He didn't get it.
So it's 3rd and about 1. Just short. 3rd and 1.
Blake did not get the hometown spot on that one.
No, it's early in the year, but the clock management comes into play a little bit here. We got to get this 1st down and line up and go.
It's a sneak, and that'll get it.
That'll move the chains.
And in high school football, with the clock stopping, that's where you can get reset and get going here. They're right at midfield. It's 1st down and 10. Milton, 2:20 left on the stadium scoreboard clock. Again, if you're just joining us, 14-7, Brookville.
Broomball's at the top of your screen. He's got single coverage out there. They're cheating the safety over to the left with Melton loading it up. Let's see if they look for Broomball here.
It's a deep ball. It's thrown for
Looking
Cooper
for Cooper.
Brown. He's got it!
Catch.
And he is down at the 3-yard line. An absolute perfect pass.
Nice throw by Mortar. Nice catch by Cooper.
And Cooper's got it at the 3. First down, and they mark it actually at the 5, and the clock is no longer in play. First and goal from the 5-yard line.
Great route by Cooper. Great throw. This puts the Bulldogs right back in the action.
We needed that. We needed a big play. That was it.
Mortar under center. Handed to Newmeyer. That's going to be
Touchdown.
a touchdown.
Touchdown Bulldogs. Nice power run by Blake.
And just like that, Lightning strikes. It's 14-13. 1:35 to go. And Grudich is going to come in and try to tie the football game.
I want to see him flip it up to Grudich and have him pass it into the end zone. Yeah! Touchdown! 2 points.
I just want to see him make it.
How's the stomach?
It's okay.
It's okay. It's not perfect, though, is it?
It's a little nervous.
Good snap, kick up, and kick is drilled down the middle.
There you go.
14 all. Great drive.
80-yard possession
Nice
capped
kick.
off by that 47-yard pass, and then
Now we'll see how the kickoff is from the 40, not from the other team's
True.
45.
So 80 yards, Scott.
80 yards. Think about the fact that Newmeyer was able to establish a running game, and that freed up the passing lanes and let Milton run its offense. And that's the best possession of the game for the Bulldogs.
I agree, 100%. And, you know, visitors have to deal with Broomball, and we talk a lot about him, but you've got Cooper Brown on the other side of the field as well, and it's like, who are you going to guard out there? And we haven't even seen Connor Yates yet.
Yeah.
Up the middle.
And I thought Cooper really came on at the end of the year last year. Had some really nice catches for us.
Because I think number 85, Connor Yates, is going to play a huge role in the offense eventually. My daughter calls him Little Gronk.
I agree.
He's not that little. Grudich absolutely drills one, and that's going to be down in the end zone.
That was a good kickoff.
Dad is a proud dad.
You know, this summer when we were out kicking, he would always get him to the 5, and I said, dude, when you're in a game, you're going to be jacked up. I said, you'll get that extra 5 yards when it's game time.
He absolutely did right there, didn't he? And this is just a scrimmage. A little interesting to see what Brookville does here. You're going to try to play it close to the vest. You're going to try to score.
Yeah, I think you're just going to play power and not do something silly. Go in tight at halftime.
I mean, their power runs are able to break off, anything.
They're spread right now, though.
Yep. It's number 9, Keegan Meir, back at quarterback, who hits Dylan Starnes for a gain of about 6, make it 7. Second down and 3. And the tackle took him out of bounds, so the clock is stopped at 1:27. And it looks like Brookville and Milton have the same kind of a situation where one guy's a little bit better passer than the other, and they're trying to figure it out who's going to play when. Because that was a really good throw by Mayer.
Back to the power set now.
Power football handed to number 24, Sammy DeFleur. And that's a first down for Brookville out to the 37, where it'll be 1st and 10. And 17 yards, clock running, 1:20 left, second quarter.
Back to the spread.
Meir throws, and it is incomplete. I'd hit Daffler with that one as well. Second down, 10.
Interesting to watch Brookville. They come out in that spread and and convert a pass, go right back to the power game, and clip off another
I
first
think you have
down.
to remember, this is a scrimmage, so coaches want to see a lot, a little bit of everything.
Totally, yeah. And they've controlled the running game, so why not spread it out a little bit and see what you can do?
Mirroring the shotgun. He's got it. Looks to pass. He throws. Incomplete. Again, looking for Daffler. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 37-yard line.
Get a stop here. Get a timeout. Get the ball back. It's a little bit of time to do something.
That's how I'd play it. As a golf coach. That's what I'd do. 3rd and 10. 58 seconds to go.
Back to the. And they're spread a little bit.
It's a counter. It's a fumble, and it's loose. And we've got the football. And that's Cooper Brown who's picked it up.
Nice play by Cooper.
And it's going to be 1st down and 10 Milton at the 28-yard line with 52 seconds left. And there is time to score.
Run the ball 3 times. I want a 35-yarder.
Nice play by Cooper.
So a little bit of a mix-up in the backfield there with the counter.
Good penetration on the D line, too, for the Bulldogs to be there and make that play. Now let's see if we can turn it into points.
Got a little pressure there. Made a play. See if we want to run Newmeyer again, or if we're going to air it out.
We have 2 timeouts left. Plenty of time, 52 seconds.
4 receivers. It's going to be a quick screen to Broomball, who's got it. 25-20, 15, open space, 10. He breaks the tackle, and he's down at the 9. 44 seconds to go. Timeout, Milton Union. Prime position to take the lead before the half.
Nice throw and catch by Pickrell and Broomball. Nice run by Broomball. Thought he was going to shake that last guy.
That was a great call by the Bulldog coaching staff. Get your star player the football in space and let him run.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Get him touches. Let him do what he can do. Now, actually, we might score with some time to give the ball back to Brookville.
The game of football is so momentum-based. It's insane. It looked like we were dead in the water and made a big play, and now minutes later we have a chance to have a 7-point lead going into the half.
So that's a great point. And, what we've witnessed is that Brookville defensive backs cannot run with our speed. Both Brown and Broomball have proven that they can outrun these guys. And they're going to have to make some adjustments. You see them moving to that 2-deep zone coverage. They've got to do something to get in the face of our receivers, or we're going to be able to throw the ball all night.
We got him spread.
So Pickrell's under center here, 1st and 10. He's going to drop the throw. He's in trouble. He's looking, throws, and almost a one-handed attempt by Broomball. It's 2nd down and 10 from the 9-yard line. Good job by Matt to get rid of that one.
Absolutely. I was just getting ready to say that. Didn't take the sack. Got rid of the ball.
So it's early in the season, but when your quarterback is in trouble, you've got to teach those receivers to come back. They've got to pick up that he's in trouble and find that open space. And, it'll come in time. You've got talented guys out there. They're going to figure it out.
Cooper Brown out wide.
2nd down and goal from the 9. Pickrell steps up, he throws, Elam's got it. He's battling to the 3, and it's 3rd down and goal from the 3. Clock running at 26, 25, and timeout by Coach Pierce with 23.6 on the scoreboard clock.
Another nice throw and catch by Pickrell. Nice catch by Elam.
So 3rd and 3 here.
So this is Newmeyer territory.
We have no timeouts left, I believe. I think that was our last one. So if you run the football,
Then you almost got to run.
you almost have to
Run a sweep.
something
you
where you're
can't
going to have
score.
to get back to the line or run the kicking team in. And I mean, that's a great thing to try during a preseason scrimmage like this, where you're under pressure. Not ideal.
This might be jump ball territory for Broomball. Just throw it up in the corner, let Broomball go get it.
So an incomplete pass, we could see Grudich in there for a field goal attempt.
Good.
I'm almost rooting for you.
Hey, I appreciate that. I need all the help I can get.
I got a few questions about that one, though. Looks like a run. No, he's going to drop the throw. It's one-on-one with Cooper. Incomplete.
It is field goal time.
And here he comes. Now, here's the question I had. Does he have a strong side? Does he like it on the hashes? Does he like it down the middle? Does it matter? What do you think?
Well,
you've been with him all summer.
Yeah, he would rather be in the middle than on the hash, but he can make it from the hash.
Oh, sure. Does he have a favorite hash? Not really. Okay.
He hasn't done it long enough to have a favorite hash.
Right, I hear you.
If he misses this one, the left hash is his favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, it's an extra point.
Yeah. He'll have the distance enough. It's just whether or not he can get this hash turned over. Good snap. It's down, and it is good.
Yes, nice.
Absolutely smoked it. 17-14 MU.
There you go. That was good. I didn't think he was lined up very. I didn't think he was lined up very well there, but he made it. He was a little rushed there. The clock was running down.
So you've got a little 10-point swing in a matter of 3 minutes. And Milton looks like they're going to head to halftime with a 3-point lead, 17-14.
Big momentum shift. That Brookville fumble hurt them tremendously. Gave us the lead.
Yep.
And now it changes the confidence level of the Bulldogs. We've proven now that we can run the ball with Newmeyer. He's got 7 carries and well north of 30 yards on the night. And we've started to connect, and we're getting into a rhythm throwing the ball.
Give him a chance to get in at halftime, make some defensive adjustments.
And then for those of you who don't know, it's a 3-quarter varsity scrimmage tonight. So the JVs will get their opportunity in the 4th quarter. Grudich. That ball's taken at the goal line, and that is going to be a touchback.
Another good kick. Another good kick.
So far, start of the game, I got to give it to 5 points, 3 touchbacks on the kickoffs. Come on. I agree. Who's playing better than him?
17 seconds here.
So 17-14, it looks like what is known traditionally as victory formation, even though it's just a halftime. And Brookville will take a knee, and that'll be the end of the half. 17-14, MU, and it was a game of momentum.
I think you said it perfectly. Where we seemed to be dead in the water and unable to stop them, and it's amazing how fast that momentum just shifts, and then all of a sudden we score, we get a field goal, and now we go in feeling great. And Brookville's probably kicking themselves a little bit.
So it'll be interesting to watch how Brookville plays the second half in the secondary. We've shown that we can run the ball. Newmeyer's got 7 carries for 31 yards. Elam ripped off the big 65-yard touchdown run to start the scoring on the night. He's got 69 yards and a TD. Haven't seen Broomball get a lot of touches running. We seem to be accomplishing the running game north and south, and Brookville shows speed to close on the outside, but their inability to cover our wideouts, Broomball and Cooper Brown, who had a fantastic 47-yard reception downfield. was a game-changing play, really a momentum shift for the entire game. And they're going to have to make some adjustments to account for our wide receivers' ability to run in space downfield.
And I think a lot of that opened up once we got Newmeyer the ball, and Newmeyer started getting some touches, and that opened up things for Broomball and Brown, and we hit them on a couple plays, and we started rolling.
Some unofficial passing stats. I have Mortar at 5 attempts and 3 completions, 61 yards. Certainly the big one to Cooper. Pickrell's had quite a few more passing attempts. He was sacked one time. He has 9 attempts and five completions, unofficial stats certainly, but to just give you a view, both quarterbacks are, playing well, throwing the ball down the field.
It's good to see a little balance on the offense. It keeps the defense off balance when we can run it and we can throw it.
And so we're going to have a 12-minute halftime today. About 10 minutes left in the half. Again, if you're just joining us, 17-14 Milton Union. Got a red score for you if anybody cares. 3-0 Cincinnati in the fourth.
As you all know, Coach Barnes, huge Reds fan. I believe one year he watched every game.
My first year back after being in Maine in 2005, I had missed so much baseball because back then you couldn't get the game. It wasn't like now where you can get all the games. And I purposed in my heart that year to watch or listen to every game. And that was my first year at the high school, if you remember that.
That's right.
And I got through every game. It was rough in September when they were out of it, but I wouldn't say I stayed.
I remember talking to you and asking you when they played in L.A. if you had watched the game, and you did.
I would often fall asleep, but I made an attempt.
You were true to your word.
I was.
Hey, so tonight we actually have the girls soccer team is actually playing Wayne as we speak, and Friday night football is what they call it. They let a soccer team start a week early, and they can play on Friday night. So the girls are playing under the lights at Wayne tonight, and tomorrow is our annual alumni soccer game. It was supposed to be last weekend, but it got rained out. So here at the stadium, we're going to have at 6 o'clock the boys alumni soccer game, and then at 8 o'clock the girls alumni soccer game at the stadium. And we don't have any golf tomorrow, do we?
We do not. We're actually off until Monday the 23rd, so we're in practice mode for the next 9.
So you don't play at all next week?
We do not. That's
Really?
a long story that I'd rather not get into at this
Okay.
point, but we do not have any matches until Monday the 23rd. Now I'm going to put a shameless plug out there. Still looking for golfers. Anybody who would like to join the team. We're looking for some depth and anybody who can play. And you don't have to be great at it, but we're looking for someone to shoot anywhere between 50 and 55, and that would help us immensely. So, soccer players, football players.
Putting a one call out there.
I'm putting it is a one call to West Milton, Ohio. Anybody with eligibility left that can hit the ball 50 times in 9 holes.
You want them.
I need them. Need them. After the Reds game, which I will be bash, Tone Loke,
Nice.
Vanilla Ice,
Okay.
Rob Bass.
Wow.
I'm excited about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So a little Ice Ice Baby for your listening pleasure, I'm sure. I'll hear that. That'll be the only song I know.
That's all right. That's all right.
No, I know some of them.
Just to say you were there.
I was there.
Saw it live in person.
Saw Vanilla Ice
40 years
live.
after it was popular, but
Come on now.
Still got to see it.
About 30.
So I got some quick unofficial stats for the night, guys. Give you a quick rundown. It's really a tale of of two games that we're watching. You know, the Bulldogs broke out early and took a 7-0 lead. Brookville, after spread offensive formations in their first possession, got their legs under them and ran for right at the Bulldogs and scored 14 unanswered points, only to see the Bulldogs turn this momentum right back around and score 10 unanswered, with the last being the field goal. Melton passing in the first half, all unofficial stats, but the best we can provide. They're 8 for 14 for 103 yards. The rushing stats show the Bulldogs with 14 attempts at 107 yards. So you look at those numbers and you think to yourself, hey, these guys look pretty balanced. That's not bad for a scrimmage here on the home field. But here's the big takeaway. 65 of those 107 rushing yards was one play for a touchdown. So when you pull that out, it's 14 carries for 38 yards. One of the things the Bulldogs have to work on in this third quarter and to improve against a very strong front seven for the Blue Devils is that running game. If we take a look at Brookville stats real quick, they have had 149 rushing yards and only 30 passing yards. And they've shown that they've been able to run the ball right at the Bulldogs. Lamb had 5 carries for 38 yards. Davis 4 carries for 25 yards. I mean, these are guys that are ripping off big chunks of yardage coming right at us in their power running formation. I'd say let's look for the Blue Devils to go back to what worked for them and see if Melton can adjust up front to stop them.
I think that will tell the tale of this last quarter is when they come out and start trying to play smash mouth again, can we stop them?
No, I totally agree, Andy. And you know, this is a quarter to set the tone for next week. You know, after the third quarter, we're going to see some of the second, third team players get their chance on the field, and rightfully so. That's why we have these scrimmages. But this quarter of football, I'm sure Coach Pierce is saying, listen, there are high expectations for you guys this year. Let's go out and earn the right to have people talk about us being a contender for the league this year.
You want to finish strong and roll into next week, feeling good and ready to take on the Trailblazers. But I think this first series will show a lot. I believe we're going to be kicking off.
Correct.
We received the ball to start the scrimmage, so we're kicking off to Brookville, and we will see how that matchup goes. Can we stop them?
What's the pecking order in the TRC, so to speak, like for lack of better terms? Who's the favorite as far as football is concerned in the new conference? In the new conference, who's the favorite as far as football is concerned?
Well, I think Covington's always has a strong program. I know I believe they have a new coach this year, but you always have Covington. I'm sure we are right up there.
I would assume that too.
As a favorite. I'm not sure about Lehman this year, but I think Covington's probably going to be pretty tough competition
and
for us.
That's part of what's fun about entering a new conference. You have no idea.
Right.
None.
Because we haven't played these guys. I think we used to scrimmage Covington in football. But, that's a scrimmage.
Right.
It used to be the first scrimmage. But the rest of it's going to be new. We played Miami East and non-league. You weren't there for that, were you? Yeah. Were you there? So you're right. And that's going to be. We're all going to be figuring it out on the fly.
Your wife took him home. Took him and
Well, I think this new league is more balanced in terms of the size of the schools, the athletes on the field, in whatever sport we're talking about. You get more balance, a better competition. You're not going to have one school show up and just run roughshod through the league. There's not going to be one team dominate. You may lose a game or two and still be in contention for a league title.
Correct.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it'll be fun when the scores start rolling in and you see how it goes.
All right, Andy, I got a trivia question, and it's just hit me looking around. What's different about the stadium this year? There's a huge change.
Well, the press box is 1,000 times nicer. They got a lot of things fixed up here in the press box.
It's actually something on the field.
Got new goalposts.
That's correct.
Is that what you're looking at?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got new goalposts this year.
So does the soccer net fit underneath the goalpost? That way they don't have to keep, or is the soccer goal hooked to that or not?
Yeah, it hooks up you zip tie, or you have actually Velcro straps that you put along the sides.
Yeah. Hook it right in.
Stake it in the back.
That's pretty nice. That's the
So,
one thing I noticed.
I think they actually had the goals last year, but they just didn't have time to get them. Got them late. They came in late because
Gotcha.
of COVID.
Right.
So, and once again, as you said, it's great to see people in the stands. Great to see everybody out. And I'm anxious to see this start of this second half and see how it goes.
It's about 2 minutes left in the warm-up here as both teams have entered the playing field and are getting ready for second half action.
We'll see what adjustments Coach Antonides made defensively. And see if the Blue Devils go back to smash mouth, but I got to imagine they will. Going to try to run the ball down our throat again.
Well, that front seven for the Bulldogs has got to step up and make some stops. The guys on that defensive line, we've got plenty of size, and hopefully this is one of those quarters where they can set the tone at the point of attack, because Brookville's pretty much done whatever they wanted to do running the ball. I mean, you turn the clock back and look at the momentum shift. The big penalty that took away a first down by the Blue Devils, they were rolling. And even on their third down play, they ripped off about 15 yards. It was just third and about 30. But then they had another drive that was killed on the fumble and on their last possession that really swung the momentum our way. But I look for Brookville to come right back to that power football and come right at the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. And it's amazing in football how one penalty, that one holding penalty on Brookville, completely changed the momentum of that whole half.
Yeah, because they went from, it would have been first and goal about the 10. They could have gone up 21-7.
Yeah, absolutely.
And instead they're turning the football over on a punt and changed everything.
It's so true, Andy. You know, that I forgot that run was a 25-yard break off. I mean, they were in scoring position, and that play got called back. And it's the only penalty that I can recall in my stat sheet that Brookville committed, but it sure was costly.
It was huge.
And they put the ball on the ground a couple of times. That's to be expected in these early contests.
Right.
But the one down deep in their own territory hurt them bad. You know, in terms of controlling the line of scrimmage, we can't say that we've owned it tonight. So let's see what the next quarter brings for the Bulldogs. I'm looking for us to go back to Newmeyer and Elam and run the ball. And then, you know, everyone touts putting the hands the ball in the hands of your playmakers like Broomball. He's had, per my stats, about 4 touches tonight. He's got about 36 yards on 3 catches and 1 run for just a few yards. So it'll be interesting. You know, a lot of folks could say, hey, look, we don't want to wear him out early. Let's don't show our hand.
And I think part of that, too, is that Cooper Brown is going to benefit because everyone's going to be worried about Broomball. When they're game planning for us, they're going to be worried about Broomball, and that's going to open things up for Cooper.
So true, and he had a great first half and really turned the tide of the game with that 47-yard catch that was very well thrown.
Cooper's a heck of an athlete.
And so Grudich is going to approach the football here as we start third quarter of play. He's had 3 touchbacks, 2 extra points, and a field goal tonight, and he's drilled another one, and he's got another touchback. Awesome. He's had quite a night. People in the booth are a little excited about it.
They're excited about the kicker. Might have something to do with me sitting here, but
I would assume that too, because if I were here by myself, they probably wouldn't be that
If
excited.
I wasn't here, you probably wouldn't be hearing much about the kicker.
It is a weapon, though, that we have not had in the past.
Keep an eye on Lamb for the Blue Devils, 38 yards on just 5 carries.
So it looks like
Mayer's
back
going to
some
start.
power.
Mayer's under center, and he's going to hand it to number 32, who is swallowed up.
There we go.
Gritty
Like
Lamb.
I said, what kind of adjustments is Tony's got to make? And that looked good.
Loss of 1, second down 11. So second and 11, and the first loss on a run in a long time, maybe the first one of the football game.
Yeah, we haven't stuck him in the backfield too many times tonight.
Power set, Mayer under center. Again, handed to number 7, Tim Davis.
Nice.
Nice stick. 2 in a row.
That's Connor Yates, number 85.
So that defense is definitely swarming to the ball. This looks like a Bulldog defense that we're used to seeing.
Also tackled by number 6, Carter Berner. Third down and 11.
2 plays up the middle and 2 stops by the Bulldogs.
Obvious passing situation here. Motion by Ashworth. Mayer back to pass. It's going to be incomplete, and it should have been intercepted. Karras waits there,
He'll see that one in sleep tonight.
but that's a 3 and out
But
for
I tell you
Milton.
what, Thwaites was wide open. Thwaites was wide open right there.
Now that's the best series of the night for the Bulldog defense.
Coach Antoni's made some adjustments, and they worked.
Brookville
Stuffed
came
them
out.
twice.
They went back to what was working for them, and we had an answer. So now we're going to get the ball back, and this is our opportunity actually to really take control of the game.
Absolutely. See if Broomball can do something. on
Daffler
this
back
punt.
to punt, and he puts a left foot
Nice
into
punt.
it.
Broomball's going to get it,
Broomball's
though.
got it at the 49, 45, 40, and out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Good return by Blake, and Milton's in deep territory, in Brookville territory at the 36-yard line.
Good field position. Good 3 and out by the defense. Nice little run back by Broomball. Excellent field position to start the third quarter, which is really the fourth quarter, since the JVs will be playing the last quarter.
And if you've seen Tim Antoni's defense before, that's the kind of thing that you will see after the half. He's an amazing adjuster.
He's a good coach. That's why Coach Pierce wanted him.
Brown and Broomball split. Hand to Elam. He's hitting the backfield. Keeps the feet moving. He'll get about 2 yards. Going to be second and 8 from
He
the
broke 2 tackles, but he couldn't break 6.
41-yard line.
I heard the pads popping up here.
Well, Brookville has had a historically strong defense. You know, last year that defense only gave up a little over 10 points a game. So they're well coached and well disciplined.
Yeah, Brookville's been really good the last 4 or 5 years.
Back to throw, and it's high and incomplete. Pass intended for Elam. That'll make it third down and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Okay, let's look for our Cooper Brown and Broomball. Now's the time to get these guys down the
I'm
field.
surprised we haven't used Yates yet.
Yeah, I would.
Yates with the little pop pass.
Don't sleep on 85 here. Third and 9. Back to throw. It's a screen, and it's set up pretty well. If he can make one move, he's got it. 35, 25. He's all the way to the 20-yard line, down to the 19-yard line, and the screen was set up perfectly.
Great,
down.
great call by the Bulldog coaching staff.
Nice patience by Mortar there to draw the defenders in and lay it off to Elam. Nice run by Elam.
He had to make one man miss, and he did.
Absolutely. Great run.
You're exactly right. Mortar was falling backwards, completing that pass, and great run after the catch. And here go the Bulldogs inside the 20.
1st and 10, 19-yard line. Mortar to throw, a quick slant, and it is incomplete. Intended for Nichols. 2nd down 10.
See if we're going to
42-yard field goal, baby.
do a little run with Elam. Elam outside.
2nd and 10. Elam's got the football. He cuts up, and he's hit hard after a gain of about 1.
He got bent in half on that one.
That's a tackle by number 59. I don't have a 59 on the roster. But a good tackle by 59.
He's a move in.
3rd down and 9 from the 19-yard line. Brown split left. Ray Copeland split right.
This might be Cooper Brown territory.
Connor Gibson in the game as well in the slot. Option. Kept by Mortar. Oh, and a late hit. And that's going to be a first down.
That was a dumb play. Speared the guy.
So Mortar gained 5 on the option, and then we had a spear at the end of it. 15 yards, probably half the distance to the goal from the 15. Dead ball, personal foul. And it will be 1st and goal from the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
8:20 left, 17-14 Bulldogs trying to take control here. First drive, 3rd quarter.
It won't be lost on those Brookville coaches that the 2 penalties that have been called against them have been incredibly costly.
Yeah, huge penalties.
We've got a false start.
You know, we've mentioned the fact that we struggled to run the ball. 38 yards minus Elam's 65-yard run, and we're still struggling. Our ability to throw the ball has been the difference in the game so far.
Absolutely. And some by Pickerel and some by Mortar.
And that's not often said. It's usually the other way around.
Yeah.
No, I show them in the first half 8 for 14 for 103 yards. Pretty good stats, really.
Take that. It's a quick run. It's Gibson. He's at the 10. He's down about the 5-yard line, maybe a little bit before the 5. That's Connor Gibson on a jet sweep, and that's going to be marked just inside the 10, right at the 10.
Nice run by Connor. First time he's touched the ball tonight.
So I do like isolating these wide outs. Get single coverage and let's throw a jump ball. We've got height, we've got speed on their defensive backs. We're not able to turn the corner running the ball. Our success has been right at them and a couple of broken tackles. But if we can throw the ball one-on-one with a good matchup, we may be able to make something happen.
Elam's carried the ball. He's fumbled the ball, and it's recovered by Gibson, who's in the right place at the right time and got on it.
Nice heads-up play by Gibson.
Loss of 2.
That could have been bad.
3rd and 12.
Now you're probably in a position where you're going to have to try for one of those jump balls, isolations. You're going to have to throw the ball, or we're going to see Grundish back in there for a longer field goal.
It looks like we've got ourselves our second group of receivers in. We've got Copeland in,
Maybe
Gibson in.
Throw this one up to Copeland over here.
I like the coverage at the top of the screen.
I got Yates.
Oh, look at the tight end.
Oh! Just a little bit more height.
We were talking about Yates
Yes,
just a minute
you
ago.
talked about where's the tight end. That was a
And
touchdown.
that's exactly what I was talking about, a nice little pop pass to the tight end.
It's interesting to see what they're going to do here on 4th down and 11, from the 11, 4th and goal. Looks like they're going to keep the kicker on the side, and they're going to go for it here late in the football game. This is definitely a scrimmage play. If this were a real game, you know.
Yep. They'd kick it.
Ten on the play clock. There's some confusion. Now they're set. 7 on the play clock. It's a roll left. Throw and tipped and incomplete.
Tight end was wide open on the backside again. I don't know if he was one of the primaries, but he was wide open.
And Brookville is held. And it's Brookville ball, first down and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So those Bulldog offensive coordinators are going to pull that yellow highlighter out and remember that tight end pass. That was a great call,
He was there.
and that was a touchdown. It's a shame.
Give the Brookville kid credit. Nice play. Got a hand on it.
So now they've got 90 yards to go.
7
in
minutes.
7 minutes. Let's see if they can get themselves back into it.
And Mayer is in the quarterback position, probably the best passer of the two. And it's handed up the middle for a gain of about 3. That's number 32,
Nice play by Lane there,
Grady
making
Lamb,
the tackle.
tackled by Lane.
So Mark Lane said that's his nephew.
Correct.
The biggest Lane in the family is what he said.
Yeah, I don't know. Coach Lane's a pretty big dude.
Some big lanes back there. Second down, 6 from the 15-yard line. Mayer under center. Power right handed to Lamb, and he is brought down at the 19, which will bring up a 3rd and 2.
So I'll tell you a little story about Mark Lane. I coached Pee Wee football years ago, so far back I can't remember. He was a 3rd grader on that team. Fast forward to his 7th grade year. I had him then, and as a offensive and defensive lineman the next year in 8th grade. It was just a pleasure to coach the kid. When I saw him coaching in Melton years later, I just couldn't believe it, and met him here at the gate coming in tonight.
That's awesome.
Yep, great guy.
Blitz, 3rd and 2, and they got him in the backfield.
Nice play.
Davis carried the football. Yates had him by the ankles.
Nice play, and we'll see what.
So 4th and 2 from the 19, and they're going to punt the football. 5:20 left here in the 3rd quarter, and again, the varsity's only going to play 3 quarters tonight. Be interesting to see what Milton does offensively when they get the football here as far as personnel is concerned.
See if Blake can do something with this punt.
3 on the play clock. They're not going to get it off. 1 on. Oh, they did get it off. And a good punt.
Nice punt.
Fair caught there by Broomball at the 50.
So Coach Antonides has done a fantastic job making adjustments at the half.
Absolutely.
Brookville has run 6 offensive plays for a net 9 yards. And that's tremendous adjustment
That's
at
Tim
half.
Antonides.
That's what
defensive
that's
football.
what a good coach can do for you.
He's amazing at it.
He figured it out.
So he stuffed them up front. He's challenging them to throw, and they've not exhibited the ability to throw the ball north and south. You know, they try the little flat to spread the field a little bit, but outside of that, they just don't have a passing game. Something Brookville's going to have to work on going forward.
So Milton has a second team skill set in,
We have a little confusion here.
and we were missing a
I'm
player.
not a lip reader, but I
Timeout.
think Coach Pierce is not happy about that.
I am not a lip
Yeah,
reader
we
either.
were missing somebody out there. Had to use a timeout. That's why you have scrimmages.
It's a perfect situation, guys, because I really believe there's been a lot of good that they can build off of, but there's been a lot of things that they can work through. This is a perfect situation.
That's exactly. That's why you want to play a tough team like Brookville for a scrimmage. You want somebody who's going to test you and see what you need to work on and what you're good at, what your strengths are, and where you can get better.
I mean, if you're beating someone or losing 40-0 either way, it's
It's no good.
it's no good. This has been great.
It's exactly what you need. Get you ready for the season.
Yeah, the weather held out for us tonight. No rain.
Yeah, I was questioning if we were going to be up here tonight, but I'm glad we were able to get it in.
The last time we did a game, we sat for what, 2 hours?
Yeah,
That was
playoff
terrible.
game.
Yeah. Fumble.
Fumble.
Looks like Brookville has it. Yep, disjointed mess from the beginning, and now Brookville's got a chance to go down and take the lead here. 4:47. We didn't have personnel in the first snap, and we had to call timeout, and then we had an issue with the snap on the second, and turned the football over.
Yeah. Not a great series. Now need the defense to step up here.
Very interesting to me, Coach. You've got Carter Berner as the defensive play caller, number 6, just a sophomore.
Sophomore, yep. Good for him, though, getting an opportunity. See if he can make the most of it.
All right, Mayer in the backfield. Snap. That's a gain of 3 before he's thrown back.
Nice play.
That was number 33.
Tell you what, I'm impressed with Foose, 36. Foose is a new kid this year to the program, and I've been impressed with him. He's flying around out there.
I haven't met him yet. That was Austin Lackey with the carry.
Playing linebacker with Berner.
Second down 7. Handed to number 25, and Lane got a hold of him. Owen Ashworth stopped after a gain of 2.
Nice play by Walters. Walters on that tackle. Good hit by Walters.
It's Walters. 3rd and 3. Clock down to 3:44.
Big play here.
Yep, we're in 4-down territory for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, let's get a stop here.
Well,
Mayer
that's
under center.
some old school football right there.
Power football. Handed to a 33 for a first down to the 35-yard line. First down for Brookville. Austin Lackey.
So we mentioned Coach Farrar earlier in the broadcast, and Brookville is lining up in that straight T formation. It reminds me of the Watt Farrar days. You know, he used to say, we're going to run the 47 wedge. When we get in the T formation, we know we're going to run it. They know we're going to run it. You know what? We're going to fool them and run it anyway.
That's a great story. Mayer under center, first down. Semi-counter handed to number 25, Ashworth. Gain of 6. Second down 4, tackled by Berner.
We need a play here. We're starting to get a little bit of chunks of yardage on us.
Second down and 5, 2:33, clock running here, 3rd period.
You just want to hang on here. You want to put a W on this scrimmage. You know, I know it doesn't count, but boy, for momentum and attitude going into the week before the opener, this is one you want to win.
There's Lackey. That's a first down.
And moving the chains again.
All the way down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10.
And we're down to 2:05 to go in the quarter.
Power football again. Here's got it. Hands it to Ashworth.
Little misdirection.
Gain of about 8. Down to the 15-yard line.
Minute 40.
2nd and 2.
Brookville's not in a hurry.
Nope, they are not. Another power set.
Feel like they're going to ground and pound this thing down into the end zone right at the buzzer. First down. Austin Lackey
Moving the chains again.
just outside the 10, so it's 1st and 10 from the 11. They can get a first down.
7 straight runs. I mean, they're lining up and basically just challenging the defense. Here we come, try
1
to
minute.
stop us.
1 minute on the clock.
Blitz. And he's beat him. 7. All the way down to the 3. That's Tim Davis. As the blitz came inside, and Davis skirted around the end for a gain of 8. 40 seconds left on the 3.
Play clock at 20. 30 on the game clock.
It's number 33, and he's got a touchdown. Austin Lackey powered through, and Brookville scores with 24.6 seconds left to take a 20-17 lead.
Once again, momentum shift. We're in control, and then the fumble.
Turnover at midfield.
Yep.
Gabe King tries to add the extra point. Snap good, kick is up, and it hits the post and goes through. And he pulled it to the left a little bit, but it
Snuck it in.
snuck it in the left upright. And it looks as if the Brookville Blue Devils are going to win the varsity portion of the scrimmage, 21-17. 24.6 seconds left.
Well, there'll be some tough lessons for the starters for the Bulldogs when they talk about the turnovers and then just the inability to make a stop when you have to with a team that's just lining up and challenging you to do it. No trickery, no formation. It was basically 11 guys coming right at you.
And that's what they did halfway through the first quarter, through the second quarter before that big penalty. But they got back to it.
So I'm going to guess after 24 seconds, the JV kids are going to get out here and get their quarter in.
What I heard is they're going to play a running time quarter.
Yeah.
And you have 2 trivia questions left. That's right. Just handed a note that points off turnovers, Brookville scored 7 points off turnovers, and Milton Union scored 3 points off turnovers. That's a difference of 4.
Yep. So we will have our third trivia question here at the end of this quarter.
Andy, I was cheering for your son to get a chance to hit that field goal. But you know what? The observation about points on turnovers is so true. I'm glad he got it, honestly. But we score down there, a touchdown, not a field goal. This game's tied.
Yep.
There's a flag.
The broom ball went down the sideline. There's a flag on the field.
We got all kinds of chaos
And
going
I think
on
we
here.
had a fumble, and Brookville recovered the football. We could not see what happened. But that's
got a hold on the
looks like
Bulldogs.
what's going to happen. It's going to be Brookville football after the fumble.
It is declined. It will be Brookville ball.
At the 49.
That's a tough break after a really nice return.
Yeah, nice
I mean,
run.
that would have been called back anyway, but you hate to see the fumble at the end.
And now a true victory formation for the Devils as they will put a knee down to end the
Take a knee
scrimmage.
and let the JVs play.
And so the varsity final tonight, Brookville 21, Milton Union 17. JVs will play a running time, 12-minute quarter, I believe. And we'll call that action as well for you tonight.
Quick observations on the Bulldog offense. You know, we got the ball in the hands of our wide receivers. We got the ball out to Broomball a few times. We got the ball out to Cooper Brown a few times. We had some big plays that we made. Those are really highlights that you can take away. The guy you would expect to be running the ball well, Blake Newmeyer did. You know, he had some solid carries, not used extensively tonight. 7 carries, 31 yards in the first half. So not bad, not great stats. But one thing that, you know, you take away from the offense, we really couldn't turn the corner. When we tried to stretch
Him fresh for next Friday.
So true, yeah. And, boy, Elam stepped up and filled the gap with some great yardage in that opening 65-yard touchdown run where he broke tackles to get there. Those are all bright spots for this offense. So, you know, set the edge, be able to utilize Broomball's speed. I mean, we watched Brookville's defense stretch the field and shut him down. He never did turn the corner offensively. So something to work on. Certainly penalties and turnovers aren't going to help, you know, going into the league play or next week's game.
Like we had said earlier, I think a lot of positives to take from tonight and, of course, things to work on. And a tough scrimmage, which is good. And knock on wood, I think we're coming out healthy. That's always something else as a coach you want. You want to come out healthy and not get anybody beat up before your first game. So hopefully that's I didn't see anybody come off the field. So
No,
get a tough contest.
we didn't see the trainer once tonight, so that's good.
Get a tough contest in.
Yep, you're right. Fresh legs coming out of this game. You got your playmakers doing well. Your quarterbacks certainly were able to throw the ball and get good looks downfield. Those are all great highlights. Defensively, boy, we came out in the second half and made a couple of great stops. I really felt like they had turned the corner. And, you know, fatigue starts to come into play a little bit. I mean, it's hot, humid. Those guys made some outstanding plays, set the offense up to take back control of the game. But that last possession from Brookville was a tough one. That if you're going to watch film, that's one you want to study a little bit. You've got to be able to stop power football coming at you. You don't want to play a season in a track meet.
Yeah, if we don't fumble the football and we're able to run, you know, 3-4 minutes off that clock, it's probably done.
And
Exactly.
Just like the penalties were a huge swing for Brookville, that turnover was a big swing for us. All right. Still haven't done my trivia, so I'm gonna.
Well, heck, I
after this play.
I don't know anybody on the field, so we're just kind of all watching here and talking football a little bit.
But I'm gonna have a quarterback question for you.
Mitch Evans.
And Coach, you'll know all these guys but one.
Oh, okay.
And you'll know the one he doesn't know.
Okay. Anytime you have a quarterback question, I say Mitch Evans. There we go.
Nice.
Nice sack by the Bulldogs. All right, here we go. Of these 5 Bulldog quarterbacks, who goes 1-2 in passing attempts per game in one season? So I'm going to give you 5 quarterbacks, and you're going to tell me who's 1 and 2 in most passing attempts per game in one season.
Okay.
And they are.
And you're saying I'll know one and Scott will know one?
You're gonna know 4 of these guys.
Oh,
you're just
4
not
of
gonna
them.
know the one. Scott's gonna know the one. We'll do it after this play.
All right, I got it. I think I can get through it. Oh, boy.
All right, here we go. So your 5 quarterbacks are 1985, Doug Rammel. 1996, Chris Crispin. 1999, Dan Evans. 2005, Mitch Evans. And 2008, John Mason.
So
Those
we have
five,
to pick 2 of them.
who went 1 and 2 in most pass attempts
All right.
per game in one season.
I'll,
Ramel in 85, Crispin 96, Dan Evans in 99, Mitchell's older brother, Mitch in 2005, or John Mason in 2008.
all right. I'll go with Mitch as number 1.
And number 2?
I'll leave that up to Scott.
I don't know. I played back in the day of 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Number 2.
5, busting it outside. 2.
Nice run. Student section enjoyed it too. Wow.
So my guess was Mason and Mitch Evans, which was wrong. Actually, number 1, although you said cloud of dust, Doug Ramel, 1985.
Was number 1?
Was number 1.
And Mitch was 2?
23 attempts a game. And no, number 2 was
Are
John
you
Mason
kidding
at
me?
21.9, almost 22 throws a game.
Oh,
Mitch
wow.
was 3 with 18 pass attempts. Of course, remember, Mitch could run just as well as he could
Yes,
throw.
he could.
So,
And a lot of those pass plays became running plays.
yeah.
There were a lot of great quarterbacks that came through Milton over the years, and back when I played, not to take anything away from the talent and the game management and the way these guys played the game, but I got to tell you, the quarterback was another pulling guard for us. He led the sweep.
Oh, that's a little bit different than nowadays, isn't it?
That was definitely 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
I would love to hear the crowd if you ran that play 14 straight times just to see what would happen.
So I can tell you a story about Brookville in '76. They won the state championship. They were undefeated, and we played these guys '76 for a homecoming game, and they beat us 28-0 on this field, and it felt like we were lined up against a college team.
Mm-hmm.
They were unbelievable. Next year, they were just as good, and we were playing well too. And it was on the road at Brookville, and both teams went in for the pregame into the locker rooms, and at that time Brookville's locker room was under the home stands. So we came out of that locker room, we were the visitors, walked down behind that stadium, turned the corner to look across the field where we were going to run to our sideline, and our stands were empty. No one was in them. They had formed a tunnel from the end zone all the way to the sidelines, the entire town of Milton.
Wow.
And the band. And I'm telling you, I took the field 3 feet off the ground that night.
Absolutely.
And I think we won that game 47-7.
Yeah.
On to a undefeated season. Russ Sargent, Rick Sandifer were 2 of their running backs back in the day. A lot of incredible players from that team in '77, and then in '78 they went on and ran the table again.
Well, that actually leads to my last trivia question. Nice segue. Unplanned segue.
I thought we planned that.
Unplanned segue, but I will I'll wait till after this play. But it does involve 10-win seasons. Four minutes to go here in this JV quarter.
Nice ball.
Airing it out.
Oh.
All right, here's the question, gentlemen. How many times, and this is since 1908, back when Mr. Seaman was playing, since 1908, how many times in history has Milton won 10 or more games in a season?
Do we get a choice? Are there any choices?
1908, how many times has Milton won 10 games in a season?
Well, that's a great question. In the 40s, they had an undefeated team, and I think it was their first undefeated team. I want to say 47, maybe. But I don't
48 on the scoreboard.
48 on the okay, and I don't know if they played 10 games back then, but they were undefeated. The one I can remember, the first one was 69. They were 10-0 back in the original old SWBL, back when Northmont used to come here. I remember the days as a youngster when the crowd would line up at the ticket counter over here at 4 p.m. And by game time, they were 3 deep all the way around the field.
Absolutely.
Stadium sold out. Northmont and Milton had epic battles back in the day. But 69 was a Dave Kripe year. They were 10-0. 77, they were 10-0. 78, they were 10-0. That's all I got for you.
Barnesy?
05.
After this play, I need a guess.
Yeah. I will say 7 times.
7 times?
Yes.
Scott?
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go 5.
Since 1908, Milton has won 10 or more games 9
9
times.
Wow. Awesome.
9 times.
What are the years?
Oh, no.
That'll be for next week.
Okay.
Get my crack staff on that.
Those 05, 06 teams, I
guarantee
believe,
you,
are on 10-win teams.
Although Doc was texting me these, and then I was typing them on my computer, so I'm not sure he wanted to text all that to me.
At work today? He was at work doing that?
You know, there was the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden.
Fumble.
Dr. Ginn is the Wizard of West Melton
He's
when it comes
unbelievable.
to stats, isn't it?
That's
It's
right,
just
he is.
tremendous.
I've
He's
got
got
all
'em
those
all.
stats books from when I was the basketball coach here. It's amazing. And the way he compares players from different eras and how he has that formula set up is, this player is like this player who played 30 years ago. Wow.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't sleep. I think that's what he does.
Is
I
that
think
what
he
it
just
is?
doesn't sleep.
Well, Milton's going to get the football here. Brookville kept it for 7 minutes
Be
of
good
the
to let
JV quarter.
kids try to do something.
Give these kids an opportunity to play a little offense here. My first experience of Milton football when I moved here in 05 was a game against Tip City, and the same idea. We had the pancake dinner over here at the high school, and I just didn't know what I was getting myself into that night because there were 4 or 5 deep. I called my wife, who was still in Maine at the time, and I said, "You ain't going to believe what this is all about," because it was crazy.
It's kind of a big deal.
It was kind of a big deal.
Yeah, so Tip City was always an incredible rivalry. My junior year, we had not lost to Tip City in like 20 years, dating way back into the 50s, I think. Unfortunately, my junior year, we lost to Tip City 21-20. And one of our coaches, Dale Pittenger, who's over at Tip now
I
as a
know
coach.
Dale.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So Coach Pitt was one of our assistants on that team, and he was furious that we lost that game.
I bet.
I
Actually, we still see
Yeah.
Pitt will still
He comes and subs a
he'll
lot.
sub at the school.
Yeah, good for him. Last
Yeah.
time I saw a picture of him, he had a little Duck Dynasty going on, I think.
Pitt's a good dude, no doubt.
I try to get Pitt from my room whenever I can.
So he won the Golden Helmet at Wittenberg and had a tryout, I believe, for the Redskins back in his day. He was a heck of a football player. But the next year we made amends. We traveled to Tip and won that game 20-0, and gave Coach a new streak to start.
Yeah, Pitt's a big Wittenberg supporter.
Yeah, that's the Golden Helmet's a Wittenberg
Yeah.
award there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
a big Wittenberg guy. Got a minute 18 rolling down on the clock for this JV quarter. And always exciting for the JV kids to get out here under the lights.
It's
and get
great
a
to
chance
see them to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're usually Saturday
They're
morning at
usually
10
Saturday
o'clock
mornings, yep.
in front of like 2 parents each. Oh, boy. Oh,
Crazy
boy.
legs. Crazy legs.
No, there's a flag. Oh, he's still up.
There were these 2 penalties pre-snap. They didn't want to call them, but something was blatant there to call.
Scott, it's been great to have you, man. We've really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was fun.
it has been
It was
an
fun.
absolute blast. I hope to be back next week with you fellas for the opener.
Yeah, we just got to figure out the logistics of everything. We'll make it work. We'll figure something out. And I would be remiss if we didn't say thanks to Tom Beck.
Absolutely.
Thanks to Tom Beck and WMPA for helping put the broadcast on and put all this together. And Tom does tons of work behind the scenes to make all this happen. So he's a huge asset that we have, and thank him for doing all this. The great pictures you get and the quality you get, it's all from Tom.
So YouTube, WMPA TV, and you should be able to find us.
I'm not thanking YouTube though; they got enough money.
Not a YouTuber, Coach. You don't make that kind of money.
No, I like YouTube.
I do too. I want it all the time.
We don't need to thank them
Nope.
unless they want to give us money.
Well, yeah.
Unless YouTube wants to become one of our sponsors. We'll take that.
Last play of the game.
And air it out, young man. Just let it fly.
Throw it as hard
Just
as you
let it
can.
fly. Just
Throw
let
it.
fly.
Throw it.
There you go.
And incomplete.
That's all right. At least he threw it.
Well, a good night of football tonight here at the stadium, and along with Scott Seaman and Andy Grudich, this is Brett Barnes signing off. We'll see you next week.